heading to, what do you say, Sultan Ahmed Square?
Yeah, Sultan Ahmed.
Sultan Ahmed Square. It's where the Hagia Sophia is, as well as the Blue Mosque, and I'm sure a few other things. So we stopped for some Simit, which is a local bread. We have it just about every week, but we've only had it on the street, I think like once. But anyway, it's really good. It's like a bagel pretzel hybrid. This looks way better than what we buy at the grocery store though. Thank you.
It's way better on the streets.
On the streets?
It's way better on the street than it is.
Oh, the freezer section?
Yeah, oh,
It's because it's toasted. The sesame seeds are roasted.
roasted toasted.
For the record. For the record.
Hello. What is this? Oh, it's like a mini
Camera.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm carrying an Osmo Mini. Is that what it's called? Osmo Mini?
Pocket.
Osmo Pocket. And the security guard asked me, I guess she was making sure wasn't bringing anything suspicious in. I thought she was interested, and that's why she was like, oh, what is that? Do you think that's what it was? Or she was like,
No, I think she was doing her due diligence.
I was just like, oh yeah, it's this Mini.
So Sultan Ahmed Square is home to the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque, and also the Hippodrome, a couple of really cool monuments, and I know that there's a tomb of a sultan around here somewhere, so we're going to try to locate as much of those things as we can.
For the record.
The Hagia Sophia is by far one of the most beautiful and unique buildings we've ever stepped into. Over 1,500 years old, it's survived earthquakes and wars and has been the crown jewel of two major empires. During the Byzantine Empire, it stood as the largest cathedral in the world for nearly 1,000 years. Upon its completion, Emperor Justinian, who oversaw the project, proclaimed, "Solomon, I've outdone thee." Many of the materials used to build this masterpiece were brought in from all over the world, including columns from Egypt and the Temple of Artemis in Ephesus. In 1453, after the siege of Constantinople, the Hagia Sophia was converted into a mosque, and a lot of the Christian symbols were covered and replaced with symbols of Islam, and minarets were added to the outside of the building. In 1935, the building transformed yet again into a public museum. It was during this time that most of the ancient Christian mosaics were uncovered, and the Hagia Sophia became an UNESCO World Heritage Site. In 2020, the building was converted a final time back into a mosque and is used for regular worship today. Even so, visitors of all faiths are welcome to come appreciate the rich history of a truly diverse and intriguing work of art.
you saying about the ruins?
The Hagia Sophia was built in the 6th century as a Byzantine church. It was built on the foundations of an even older church, and there are some of the ruins still kind of in the lawn of the Hagia Sophia.
We just stopped to get some Salep. This is a warm winter drink, we've heard. Maybe like a chai. So we saw online that it's made from the root of an orchid flower.
That's the same thing that the ice cream is made of, that makes it all stretchy.
Let's try it. Okay. Oh my goodness.
See, it has that gooey texture like
That's
the ice
really
cream.
good. It's like a vanilla pudding, but like not as sweet or like,
It's almost like a melted rice pudding,
yeah,
without rice.
but hot.
but hot and really good.
Which is the one thing about rice pudding I wish it was hot.
Yeah.
And no rice.
The rice is
The rice
fine.
pudding tastes good, but the rice kind of ruins it because, like, rice is usually savory and it kind of just ruins
It's
it.
salty sweet. Do you like it?
That texture.
This is really good. So this square is called Sultan Ahmed Square,
Yeah.
and we just stumbled upon his tomb. It was very interesting. I've never seen any sort of burial like that.
And he shares his tomb with a lot of people.
What I wasn't sure about is there was a lot of teeny tiny kid-sized graves. I'm not sure what those were for, but
Super interesting.
yeah.
We are now on the Hippodrome.
So this area is where they used to do all sorts of horse racing. I guess what time period would that have been? Like in the
Byzantine, right? Yeah.
Yes, this was like a big area, kind of like how gladiators, I guess, fought. This was like a sport that they used to do, horse races. This was the huge area where they used to do that. So we're reading a little bit about this obelisk that we just stumbled upon. I saw it says 18th century and I was like, oh, that's not very old. But it says it's originally set up by Tutmosis III of the 18th dynasty of Egypt. So it's close to 1450 BC. That's insanely old. And it's still so well preserved.
Apparently the bottom had been covered up by a rising ground level, but in the 1800s they excavated it, and now you can see all the details and the carvings below the ground too. I'm going to step into the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, otherwise known as the Blue Mosque. I know it's under construction, has been for quite a while. It's taken a long while to complete the renovation. I'm going to hop in and see what it looks like, see if we can see any of those famous blue mosaics.
Not much to see.
No, nothing much had changed. It was so covered up, like you can hardly sneak a peek at the tiles or the mosaics, or even like the columns are kind of cardboarded up. Wasn't much to see in there, really. Only a couple people walking in and out. It's a shame. I'd love to see it, but
We'll just have to come back.
we'll just have to come back.
I take your family picture together.
A picture?
I think it's okay. Thank
I am
you.
not dangerous.
Thank you
Free.
so
Where are you
much.
from?
The States.
America.
Yes.
If you like, I take you together.
It's okay.
Welcome to you. If you wanna visit Hagia Sophia, it's closed now.
Yeah, we went there already.
And on the right side, there is a bazaar, and we sell handmade carpet.
Okay,
Do you like carpet?
that's okay.
Yeah, we're good.
You know, Turkish carpet is very popular in the world.
Yes.
And we have a shipping facility as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me sell you one saxophone.
I think we're good. Thank you so
Have a
much,
nice day.
though. You too. That was hilarious. So what?
Wait.
At least.
We had already learned our lesson,
Yes. Thankfully, we didn't follow him to his rug
so we
shop.
weren't following anyone else
I love
to their
how
rug
he said,
shop.
I'm not dangerous.
I know I'm not dangerous.
As soon as he asked if he could take our picture, unfortunately, I knew that there was a motive there.
But I like that he said, "Come, let me sell you a better one."
Right. I like that he was at least honest.
Yeah.
He said, let me take you to my family rug shop, as opposed to, you want to take a little history tour?
Yeah.